even talk to her, you never get the opportunity to see if she's even feeling you, if she's even gonna give you a vibe, because you're afraid. Not even realizing that it's all made up in your mind, because it's not dangerous to talk to her, is it? I mean, if she got dad with a shotgun, so it could be whatever, but it's not necessarily dangerous. But you create this illusion in your mind of fear of, oh my gosh, she might say this, she might say I look stupid. She might play me out in front of everybody, and now I gotta say something back to her and I'm gonna look crazy because of this illusion that you created in your mind of fear. Now, this is what I think of personally when I think of fear, because again, remember, it's energy. That's all it is energy, and I feel like a lot of people get that confused. And so this is the acronym I came up with. I don't know if it's original, but I ain't hear it nowhere, so this is what I wrote down. So we're gonna put fear. Focus. Rise. All right, it's not that legible, but it is what it is. When I think of fear, focus your energy and rise. Remember again, I said it's energy. That's all fear is. People just get it mixed up with danger and they turn it into something negative. But for me, I always use fear in a positive way. A lot of people think that you can eradicate fear. You'll see all these motivational guys like, yo, no fear, I'm fearless. That's a lie. That's a lie. A lot of them have learned how to use fear in a positive way. So for me, growing up playing basketball, I was afraid of losing, afraid of looking bad on the court when the girls were there. I was afraid of not getting a scholarship. So what did I do? Focused my energy and I rose to the occasion. So I was in the gym 2-3 times a day. I was putting the work in all the time because I was afraid of actually failing at that. I was afraid of not getting a scholarship, knowing that my parents couldn't afford college. So what I did was I rose to the occasion, I elevated my game, and then I was able to parlay that scholarship. All because of fear. All because of fear. The energy. I use this every day. I use it every day. It's like me going back to school at 29 years old. I was afraid of what people might think about me. I was afraid of not passing the class. I was afraid of all these things. So what did I do? I rose to the occasion and I went super hard at it. I started studying like I never studied before. I started putting the work in, and then what happened? Graduated and walked across the stage. Same thing with my book, self-published the book. I was afraid of what people would think about me. I was afraid of people would be like, this book is stupid. He don't know what he's talking about. He's not an expert at this. I was afraid of people not even purchasing the book before I wrote the book. You know what I'm saying? And that was all because I created this illusion in my head of all these different things. When there was no real danger. You know what I'm saying? There was no danger in me putting the book together and writing the book. I wasn't gonna die, but I was afraid of other opinions. So what did I do with that fear? I focused my energy and I rose to the occasion. Took my iPad, because I didn't have a laptop at the time, and I started writing that book. All out of fear. I could have easily forgot everything I knew and ran. I could have easily not went back to school. I could have easily not self-published the book. But I focused that energy and I rose to the occasion. It's just like public speaking. Like right now, I could easily forget everything I know and run all of my experiences. But what did I do? Focused my energy and rose to the occasion, understanding that I'm intertangled and I'm attached to other people. You gotta think about this. Again, fear is energy, right? So if you forget everything and run, how are you ever gonna bless somebody else? Now imagine if I forgot everything I did and ran, and I took fear for the negative meaning that a lot of people use it for. I wouldn't be able to spread my message and help other people. I have people that DM me, message me, call me, see me in person, and then tell me how I changed their life, or I saved their life, or they're going through anxiety and depression like I once was, or they're going through suicidal, episodes and things like that like I once was, and I helped them. Imagine if I didn't focus that energy and rise to the occasion and wrote the book and started speaking and started sharing my message and started being open about what was going on and actively trying to help them. Just imagine where those people would be. No idea. So when you think of fear, you're not gonna get rid of fear. It just is what it is. That's the way our minds work. But you gotta realize that's not a negative thing at all. But if you allow it to be, it will definitely stagnate your progress and slow down everything you have going on. And it will hinder, the amazing things that you're put on this earth to do. Just talking to y'all the other day about the things that you have, the goals that you have. If you're afraid, you won't even try to see if you can do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're afraid, you won't even see pretty much where it can take you. Imagine if, right, so you want to write a book, right? Mm-hmm. Now, what if you're so afraid to write the book that you just never put it out? What happens? Nobody never knows you, you never put the book out. Now, what if you focus that same energy and rise to the occasion and becomes a New York Times bestseller?
That'd be pretty good.
It'll be because you took that energy from the negative energy to a positive energy, and instead of running away because you're afraid that you don't know how to write a book, or you're afraid of what people may think about you, or you're afraid that your information isn't valid, you took it, rose to the occasion, put the work together, put it out in the world, in the universe, and then now you're a best-selling author. You think people just like trip on success out of nowhere? Like, nah, it don't happen that way. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were afraid. I'm pretty sure a lot of people had second-guessed themselves, but they took that energy, molded it, and then they rose to the occasion. That's the only way to be great at what you do, or to be great or be significant at anything. Nobody's gonna come to your house like, man, somebody, I was talking to Nate, he was in the class, he said, you want to write a book, right? Okay, but what you know? Okay. All right, you know what? We're gonna stamp it as a bestseller before you put it out, just to give you that confidence. Nah, it ain't gonna happen, because if it did, it would happen to me. But you have to realize that you need to focus this energy and rise. So, this right here, if you ever hear it, don't even look at it, don't worry about it, forget all about it. If anything, forget that definition of fear. This is what I want you guys to remember, this is what I want you to focus on. Fear isn't a bad thing. Fear isn't a good thing, it's just energy. How you use that energy is completely up to you. So my hope for you is for you to focus your energy and rise. That's what I'm doing every single day. That's why I'm able to come in here and talk to y'all, because I'm focusing that energy. You think I'm not afraid to speak publicly? I just started speaking last year. To be completely honest, I'm an introvert at heart. I like to be alone in a little closed space. I don't want to talk to too many people. I'm actually a shy individual. But because I didn't just forget everything and run away from the situation, or run away from the calling on my life, I was able to take that energy, and now I'm blessing people each and every day. So that's all I really wanted to share with y'all. And if y'all can, I want y'all to write that down in y'all packet. Put it somewhere in the packet, write it down. I don't know where you can write it. I know Les has y'all done a lot in there, but write this down and look at this. Anytime you second guess yourself and you have that fear, remember, you're creating that. You're creating that energy. Why not use it for positive? Why not see what the outcome could be? Why not see if you can do the thing that you're thinking about in your head before you doubt yourself and you ultimately stop yourself from doing it? Why not try? You never know until you try. I remember when I was about to write my book, and the young lady that I was talking to, who owned a publishing company, she tried to charge me thousands of dollars for the book. I got afraid that I would never be able to put the book out because I didn't have the money. But then I went back, reverted back in. I started doing my research. I connected with other individuals, thanks to Les, and then I was able to focus my energy and rise to the occasion and get it done, get the product out. And now it's all across the country. Different individuals are being blessed by the product of the book, because I didn't use fear in a negative way. I used it to help me elevate as a person. I'm afraid every single day. Every single day. People see me